out of US and the United Belgians.
Actually, United Belgians going something slightly different, picking up 5 sets of armor this time.
Ah, yeah.
I think before it was 4 and some nades.
Yeah, they had the smoke for highway on A site, that's it, yeah.
Also going to be a much slower round coming out than this time, a lot more spread out as well. So we're just going to see Archer pushing onto the B site, finding 2 people there. Going to pick up one of them actually in Vents, not one of the people he was originally watching.
Yep, and it looks like Puffing once again is just tearing them apart in mid. The bomb has been planted on A as all the CTs vacated the spot. But now it's up to Quickie to defend the site by himself until he can rotate rounds.
Eden's going to come in from the back, but he doesn't wait long enough to make an effective flank. Slight misplay from him, but Quick's not going to let the same be said about him picking up 2 very quickly. Eden chiming in with one of his own. 6CS is going to find Eden, however, putting it into a 1 versus 1. Quick, ready for him. Block, burst fire on, and he will pick up the round for his team.
Exceptional play from Eden Quick there. It was a 4v2 to a 1v1, I believe. That's incredible individual skill and a great fake towards B to make all the CTs rotate over. Great play by them.
Indeed, I mean, throwing away a couple of their lives on that, but overall managing to make it happen. It looks like we'll be seeing a similar play from them come out again, just spreading out across the map, trying to go for those early picks, capitalize on CTs pushing aggressively. Unfortunately, Sophie not going to go down for her bravery.
And Puffing's pushed into A main, which gives the CTs an idea that maybe the T's are playing towards B and mid. But we'll have to end up seeing how this goes. The bomb has been dropped into the garage and no one's really done anything of it. Cage, King and Savage and Sophie get frags all across the map. And now T's are working their way towards the A side.
That's going to leave it in a 2v5. I mean, gun advantage in the T's hands, but not for long as Eden goes down as well. Three upgraded guns now to be found on the CT side. Quick, trying to do everything he can, will pick up Puffing before falling back towards that bomb.
But now he's kind of closed in as one player is watching the bomb from behind.
Be a tough play from him to take this round. And he's just going to be watching, making sure he doesn't get pushed from that squeaky door. I mean, he would hear it, so maybe worth putting a bit more focus on the other side at this point. Maybe just trying to carry over an AK into the next round.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to try and make a play towards King, who is just waiting there, although he's standing oddly vacant, not moving at all. But it looks like Sophie's going to close in on him. Isn't able to get the frag, but King is able to, and it will save the AK. Great round from Hugh Ass to destroy them on that force fire.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen that happen in all 3 of the halves that we've seen Hugh Ass play on Cash today. Losing the pistol round, but thankfully for them picking up the second round afterwards.
As you were saying before, it does kind of show the random factor that maybe the most skilled and best teams won't win the pistol round, but hopefully they will win the next few. But looks like United Belgians are setting up for a quick B push, which United Sophie's going to have to hold off almost on her own. As 6CS is rotating around in the CT spawn.
I mean, realistically, B site is one of the sites in this game that you can anchor one player on. It's just going to take quite a lot of individual skill from Sophie to actually hold them off if they do decide to go for this push.
It looks like she throws a nade, almost gets Dragon Quick, not quite there, and the T's are pushed out onto the site. The bomb is dropped, it's right for the CT's left, right, and centre. And there's only one player left, Archer, who's rotated back towards T main and is just waiting.
I mean, thankfully for Sophie, 6CS and King able to get on that quick rotation, picking up a couple of kills each. I mean, 6CS picking up 2, King only managing 1. Gonna do a lot for them. As you said, Archer, the last one left alive on that Tech 9. Really not looking great for him right now.
He's also having some ping difficulties. You could tell just by the movement. He's actually at 830 ping, so maybe he should maybe they should call a tactical pause or a technical pause here, because he looks like he's having a bit of trouble moving around.
And we will see that Eden calling the pause for United Belgians.
But 6CS is actually a more effective player than all of the 4 Ts as he kills Sophie. He actually kills a teammate. That's exceptional.
Might be seeing the broken up from Hugh Ass here.
Oh yeah. Or someone on one of these teams. Yeah, Savage is netcode grenade, so I think that's a bit of foreshadowing.
Obviously, Archer trying not to die there. Going to go down in the end, and that is bad sportsmanship coming out from Savage there. Actually going for the knife on the player with ping difficulties as opposed to just taking the shot. Hopefully we will be able to get these ping issues sorted out for Archer here as he will start his game, I think.
Yeah, he disconnected, so this is just going to be a quick pause. We haven't really seen enough of the game to analyze what it looks like these teams are really doing on their TNCT side, but they're, in comparison to the last cash game, they're playing very quickly, I believe. Like, they're pushing sides quickly, they're being taken down quickly, so these rounds are much shorter than the other ones, so far at least. Because the other rounds were prolonged just to, you know, slow pushes, methodical pushes up mid, CT, B and A.
What we will know for sure though is that we should be looking for a probably full save from the T's coming into this upcoming round, and then a bye after that in the 5th.
Yep, and it looks like that's going to be what's going to happen. And just as an entertainment, the CTs are just saying some things in chat to coax Twitch users. Kappa123, grey space. Yeah, grey face, no space.
Producer Tom equals.
Forehead, yeah. Some really, really pleasant things. You think Neggies would have paid them to say something like that, but...
Neggies doesn't have the money to do things like that. It's not like he's rich.
No, he sells the wheel of his porch just to make them do it.
Oh,
Oh, the burn back.
Producer Tom firing back. The UK CQ, everybody.
Yep. King is spin botting in CT spawn. There are only 4 players with pistols spinning around and looking in the air. And constant banter all around.
I mean, no one going to say with the best scene, or the least toxic scene, or the scene with the highest chance of doing anything useful. But people will remember the UK scene for having top quality banter.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were going to say, although we do meet all of those aspects, we are the best scene, we are the most toxic scene, but we will also, yeah. We'll
that would be a good joke. But for a better UK scene, can I recommend JGL?
Yeah, it's very coordinated, very on time. Not that many pauses, not that many problems with the servers. Usually quite official, professional, as you can tell by the chat. It's the future official UK league, because there isn't one now. So JGL is truthfully the shining beacon of the UK scene.
One day, boys, you can believe. Anyway, we're still going to be waiting for Archer to join back. Hopefully he can get his connection issues sorted out. If not, that is going to look worrying for United Belgians, wondering whether or not they can get a stand-in at this point.
I think he's, that guy's, actually I can't even remember the name of Archer, yeah. I think he's regretting his decision to start downloading 1080p porn and movies before this broadcast, but we'll have to see if he makes a quick decision soon, because they only have 15 minutes of the pause, or else they forfeit, I believe. Is that correct? In how the basic rules work?
I think it might be. Only 15 minutes of pause time.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to stall for 15 minutes. Have you got any good jokes, or?
No. And it'll be a long 15 minutes for the stream, but not too long of 15 minutes for the players, I'm sure, as they will be discussing, well, I mean, on the terrorist side, probably discussing what they can do to start winning back some of these rounds, and on the CT side, probably just bitching. Yep,
but actually Archer comes back, just as we're saying, we're gonna have to be waiting for 15 minutes, he appears. So he's still got 140 ping, although it is slowly going down, so freeze time has been cancelled, and the fourth round is on its way.
Indeed it is. We're going to see the T's coming out here with only a couple of upgraded pistols and a flash, really nothing much to work with. Although it is nice to see that flash coming out, as I think it's Anders has a particular thing about that. Wanting to see a flash even when you're in the most desperate of situations, just to give you that little bit more of a chance of getting that bomb planted.
It looks like it's just going to be an easy pop flash to try and get them out onto the site. But ooh, that nade damage. Oh, and again! They've been torn apart, and the flash is useless in the end. They're being ripped to shreds. and Savager and Puffing just wrecking them all there. Easy round for them.
Indeed it was. Now we're going to come into the first actual buy round of the game. Both sides with full rifles, no orcs picked up yet. Should be fun to watch regardless.
Yep.
Not too much in the way of the nades on the T side though, so setup's going to be looking difficult for them at the moment.
Yeah.
It does look like Eden's going to push straight through a smoke in mid potentially.
Oh, King's standing close by at the left. Will you be able to frag through the smoke as King is frag an archer? Ah, but it's taken out by Quick. Savage is standing at white box but backs off. And now the T's have taken control of mid.
Lots of damage coming onto the T's here. Quick on 5 health, Eden on 49. It's not looking great for the round, even as they get an extra kill, putting them in the advantage by 1. The health will remain a huge issue for them. One nade could mean the death of 2 of their players.
And it looks like they're going to be progressing towards the B site, but they don't realize that 6CS is right behind them and T-Hall is calling that this is happening. And he gets spotted by MFX, and that therefore it ruins his chances of any good flank.
I mean, 6CS though, I think just having a bit too much patience. I mean, you want to see patience from somebody playing in that sort of situation. Slightly too much in there. We are going to see Puffing, however, coming in for the retake, I suspect. I mean, we've seen his skill stuff before. We've seen him make some ridiculous plays. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do here. Going to be pushing out onto that site, just watching for players, hoping that they can't get a crossfire set up, but they have one.
Yeah, the T's were very smart there. No one peeked individually. They all just kind of waited, played very passive, and that ended up winning them the round. They gave no chance for Puffing, and that therefore just they ended up letting the bomb count down, and that's what got to him. And he died.
Well, I mean, that's the thing with 1v3 situations. As much as we've seen Puffing make some real plays throughout this tournament, most plays in 1v3 situations and higher are more mistakes on the enemy team side than great play from yours.
Yep.
Actually, 6CS can be playing bench. Gonna see one pushing out here, but pick him up. MFX does drop. XTC looking to get the refrag, but can't do anything. Three T's actually going to be there on boost. Quick falling to his death.
Savage with the tag from white box ended up causing that to happen. So useful assist, and that was very effective. And yeah, Tom adding a bit more of the sadness. Can we have a candle in chat for the poor death?
That is not what you want to see if you are United Belgians right now. Obviously, 1 round in the negative. XTC doing everything he can to stop that becoming 2. Picking up 1 frag. Unfortunately for him, he now is on 1 point of health.
Let's hope he drops down not... Oh. I was hoping he'd fall and die, but maybe 6CS is in the perfect position to try and spray him through the wall. But Savager of Necroguides picks off Eden. This hold on the B site is very effective, and 6CS didn't realize the guy in the pit. And now it's just Archtrace alone, purely due to a mistake. He picks off Sophie, but gets flanked from King. And that'll be another round for the CTs.
I mean, it was never going to happen because XTC got the kill. Unfortunately, not going to be an ace for Archer.
Yeah, sadly so. Although, that was a bit of a misplay from 6CS not spotting him in pit from heaven that ended up causing his death, so... It could have been secured a bit earlier, but...
Indeed. Puffing, actually, I think, realizing that they're not going to be on a strong buy this round, going for the MP7. Savage, just realizing he doesn't have to care. Sitting there with the orc, going to find 1. 6CS actually being dropped by Eden fairly quickly as the T's do barrel through vents onto that B site. Eden going to find that M4 and pick up Sophie as well. That's cleared sight for them, and they just have to hold now. King going to find Eden, though, making it a 3 versus 3 for the retake.
Yep, and Eden was the one player with the weapon and armor, so that really dents the defense that the T's can do. Puffing picks up HTC on blue, and now it's just up to MFX on the side of Tech 9, and he is not able to hold it.
Very unfortunate for Hugh Astor. I mean, United Belgians obviously not winning the round, but doing a lot of damage and getting the bomb plant with really no investment, so...
Yep, and yes, they lost, well actually the M4 was picked back up, but yeah, that's going to cause a problem with the economy on the CT side. Every little helps, of course, and so if United Belgians can win this round, it looks like the CTs might have to force up or save on the next round, as all their economy is low other than Savage.
And actually that bomb plant going to allow Eden to get the AWP here. It'll be interesting to see what he's going to do with that. And it does look currently like he's going to be trying to go up boost. I think the Molotov just missing.
Archer Ace gets the pick on mid on Puffing, who's playing his sandbags, and that allows him to take mid control. And it looks like the T's are doing a lot of concentration towards this, the mid area and the garage area. 6CS and Sophie's are waiting for them in checkers.
And you're just going to see them making up their minds here. Mid control is everything on this map, and they do have what it takes to find themselves anywhere. Savage going to get full flash, trying to take that timing shot, can't quite find it, as 6CS is looking for players through that smoke there in Z. He's still not showing themselves though, just trying to play it slow, trying to make sure that they can get onto the sites before they do anything, and Archer Ace is going to start that off. King drops to him. XTC going to be playing in mid, waiting for Sophie to push as he knows his teammate's gone down, and he will find the kill. That's now 4 versus 2, and XTC saw, I think, who is it? 6CS, I think, going towards Forklift there. They know one of the positions, and Savage is not being quiet himself.
It's great positions from the T's right now, although a few of them are lit. Savage does pick up one, but he ends up being, 6 ends up being killed by the nade from FFX. So it was very peculiar play from the T's there, trying not to space out from quad and ending up doing a boost and playing in a bit uncomfortable angles on the site, but they ended up winning anyway because of the flank.
I mean, yeah, that flank from XTC completely imperative to winning there. Gonna allow them, well, it gave them both information and position, as they did end up, I think, picking up Savage, playing from Car, and then MFX, obviously, then known to them to be in Forklift. We're gonna see a quick push coming out from the CTs here, not much brought up on them. Puffing playing with that MP9. Not a gun you see often used on the CT side, actually. It is quite weak. Sophie going to push straight up mid with a 5-7, looking for kills. Eden's going to find 6CS, and Sophie is actually going to find XTC in the end. Eden going to try and get that refrag, and will succeed. 3 players left on both sides now. The gun advantage, I think we can safely say, in the T's hands at this point.
Of course, but there's 2 players in A main waiting. They've set up a crossfire, they've set up this trap to try and get the T's, but it looks like they're heading towards mid or B, and B it is. They're going to take the bomb that way. It's very smart of them, after the pressure from the CTs, just to try and go to the opposite side to see what's going on there.
I mean, yeah, the CTs again doing a bit of damage, but they do seem to give a lot away in those first few moments of the round, just pushing very, very hyper-aggressively.
Puffing actually hadn't been spotted yet, takes down Eden on the site, and it slows down the push. Takes out almost takes down Archer as well, but he gets the headshot now on 7 HP.
Savage actually going to find Quick. Archer last left alive on 7 points of health. Going to get taken down by King for the round for the CTs. Not what you'd expect. Hugh Arse winning against all odds there.
Yeah, it seems like compared to the first match, their ability to win CT rounds has actually increased drastically, which is different from when we first saw them, remember? When the first time CT side they went down 12-3, so it shows that they've maybe improved their composure, maybe the chemistry in the team's gotten a bit better, and it's obviously showing.
This is the thing with the mix. Obviously the final going to be the strongest teams, but also going to be the teams that have been playing together the longest in the night. So it's one of those tournaments where you do see the quality of play improve game after game.
Yep, but for this round it looks like it's going to be a straight up B rush by the T's, as they don't really have much of an option. They're kind of semi-buying, quasi-buying, they don't have much to use. It looks like they've been torn apart. Six gets 3 kills, Sophie gets 1, and it's just Archer Ace left. Picks up Puffing, but isn't able to get the bomb and able to really do much. It's kind of the round lost here. Picks up Sophie though and ends up getting the M4, and it makes it out, but takes out King as well. This could be an exceptional play. He's got 3 frags already, and he's got so much time to work with, but no bomb, no armor, and only 1 flash.
And Archer Ace only losing 6 points of health for 3 kills in return. Finding a gun as well puts him in a very good position to try and make something of this round. As unlikely as it looks, stranger things have happened. It does look like he's going to be pushing for the bomb now. Not quite sure of where those CTs are. Unaware that both of them are actually going to be playing from that tree room. Savage are holding the angle with that AWP. We know how deadly that can be.
And he ends up picking up Archer Ace with the AWP. So overall, smart play from the CTs. They just waited. They didn't get too aggressive. They didn't panic, and they ended up winning the round.
See, they did. Hugh Ass going to be on 7 rounds to 3 here against United Belgians. I mean, we know how brilliant their T-side on cash can be, so looking very, very dire for the Belgian team coming in.
Although they're setting up smokes on mid very well. It looks like it's going to be quite a fast mid push, although a few of them are flashed.
Savage are actually pushing his sandbags. Not sure if he saw those players there. but it feels like he did. Puffing going down early, but Savage making up for it with a beautiful 2 frags. It's gonna go for the third, but can't quite make it. XTC taking out 2. Sophie's gonna find one in the meantime, putting it into a 2 versus 2. 6ES and King left to defend.
And Ultra-Ace and XTC are working towards A, and King peeks it, gets reduced by the health dramatically, and the rotate's going to cost, but he causes the frag with the HE, and this is going to be a very difficult situation for Archer-Ace. And it looks like he's lagging once again, so, or a little bit on the stream, at least.
Archer-Ace is going to be on about 60 ping, unfortunate for him. I think the worst on the server by a little bit. He's going to be making that play towards B side, but 6ES is going to be ready for it. I think suspecting it already. And he does, dropping from vents and finding that kill easily. Archer-Ace looking the completely wrong direction. Very unfortunate there for United Belgians indeed.
And a bit out of character from the other few games we've watched in this tournament. Puffing actually isn't top fragging for Hugh Ass, it's actually Savage with the op on mid, usually playing from Sugar Cube. So it's a bit peculiar, but it's good to see that other players on Hugh Ass can frag hard and can do really well in these rounds.
Indeed it is. Puffing not stealing the show this game, just yet at least. And we are going to see, I think what looks to be an A play coming in from the T's here, all just on upgraded pistols, 1 smoke on Archer. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do much, but we'll see. As I think, yes, now they are going to be playing towards that A site very slowly indeed. Not wanting to make any noise at all.
Yeah, but the problem is that they only have 1 smoke that's now being taken down from Archer-Ace. But Quick gets a frag, but it's already 3 players are down from the T side, and it's looking terrible for the T side here. They're both flashed in A main. I'm assuming they already know they're there. The rotates come over, so it's very difficult for the T's at this point.
Once again, the aggressive push coming in mid just gives everything away. Throws their hand before they've been able to play it and will cause all 5 to go down. I think without getting a single kill that round.
Yeah, King Savage at the end there just. No, they got 1 frag, I believe, through the smoke.
Managing to get 1.
Yeah.
Not really much, but at least it's something. We're going to go into another gun round here. United Belgians on 5 AKs. Dave's looking a bit better than I think we've seen so far, but not perfect by any means. It does look like we're going to try on that mid control. A couple of smokes going out there to block off Sugar Cube and Zed.
Yeah, and what the teams weren't doing before in the last few cash games is that they weren't really putting pressure on mid as CTs. But this round they've got 2 people on mid, they're able to hold it down a lot. Savage here, and it looks like
we're going to find 1. He finds 2 with Savage going down. Sophie finds 1 just beforehand, but it's not going to be enough as Eden takes her out as well. That's going to put it into a 4v2 for United Belgians here, looking to secure their 4th round in this half so far.
Yeah, there was actually a flank from Sophie that ended up getting the T-Startle, but he's going to try and push up highway. King isn't able to get the frag, and SCC takes him down. So it's just 6ES trying to block off this push onto the A site. Can he do it? Tries to go on. He lights 2 down to 6 and 3 HP. Can he get quick? He's full flash, and he has to hide away. But this is a very possible round for him. All the players on this side are very, very low.
I mean, 1 well-placed nade could take them out, but it won't, as XTC finishes the round off with a headshot.
Yeah. And the economy for the CTs now is pretty dreadful. That was way too close to be safe, but the thing is that most of the weapons on the T side got through, and they can build up that economy a little bit more this round.
I mean, realistically, United Belgians looking to pick up the next 2 rounds of this half to give themselves really a good chance of making something of their CT, as they are currently only on 9 to 4. XCC actually AFK and spawn, not looking great for them.
But in Garage, it seems like Savager is literally pushed straight through the smoke and completely off guard, catches Eden from behind, and accidentally shoots his teammate in the back. So, CT's taking control of the bomb, but Quick takes on 1, XDC takes out another, and now it's 3v4 for the T's. But Puffing is able to get a refrag on that, and he has control of the bomb. Yeah, he dies to XCC.
XTC doing a lot of work there, came into the round late, but managed to do a hell of a lot for his team. 2 frags from him, 2 from Quick. Beautiful play from both of them. Will actually end up securing United Belgians another round in the half, and actually keeping the Hugh Ass economy fairly low at this point.
Yeah, they forced up that last round with FAMASs and MP9s, and they forced straight through mid, through the smoke, and Atis didn't realize, so it was a very advantageous position, but they made nothing of it.
Everyone but Savage are on Hugh Ass here, really lacking in weapons. Savage are going to be playing with that AWP, going for the wallbang and mid, won't hit it. Counter boost actually going to be coming in, and it'll work. Sophie dropping 2. Puffing and King picking up 1 each as well, leaving just Archer with it all to do in this round.
And once again, he's lagging. He's got no chance in this situation. 850 ping once again. This is troubling, but all of the CTs are on the hunt.
This is absolutely heartbreaking. Archer is unable to do anything as he's peaked by 2 CTs on 1,000 ping almost. That's going to end the half 10-5 to Hugh Ass in the final match of the night.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Archer Ace, who may have been playing really great in the games that we didn't watch, tends to have really high ping that's disturbing his match, so it's a bit of a problem. Especially for the T-side Team United Belgians now.
Yeah, that's not going to be fun for them to deal with, and he is going to drop from the game once again. And I assume that is why the match is paused. Going to have another technical pause coming in. So, looking at the first half, what do you think we're going to see now that the teams have switched?
Honestly, I think the battle for mid is going to continue, but I don't know whether United Belgians are going to be able to have such a good grasp on mid, because that was something very contrasting before with the first game in this series, tournament, where they didn't control mid. I'm talking about QS specifically. They didn't control mid aggressively. They usually had one Z and Sugar Cube, and they couldn't hit the shots. Maybe they were nervous, maybe they had bad ping, etc. But in this first half, what allowed them to get such a good lead is their control over mids. Like Savage was sitting at sandbags with an AWP almost every round, constantly getting 2 frags, 1 frag. It's incredible. So we'll have to see a lot of mid aggression for United Belgians to make sure that they can take control of the map and hence the game.
As well as that, I think we see a lot of either a gaining confidence or maybe just being slightly warmer to the game at this point. The frags on Hugh Ass are much more evenly distributed than we've seen them being before.
Indeed, but the round is starting now, and it's a very peculiar buy from United Belgians. Like, only 2 have armor, 1 has kit nades and smoke, and a Molotov and a flash. So it's a very, very peculiar buy, but it looks like it might end up working out depending on what they do in this situation as Hugh Ass are working towards the B side. And Nate comes in and does lots of damage to 6CS, Sophie and King, but they're pushing on to the B site. They haven't got any frags yet. As MFX...
That will change. MFX picking up 2 quick with 1 from the site. 6CS going to carry on his push though, relentless with that Glock. Will take quick. XTC coming in to find 1. Sick, last left alive now with the bomb. Won't manage to get it planted as Archer Ace comes in. Ping recovered now and finishes the round off.
Are we about to see a reverse of what happened on the first map? Is this going to be... T side is no longer overpowered and now it's all about the CT side?
Maybe we'll be seeing a slightly more common a slightly more common game of cash. Maybe referencing the meta slightly more than the last.
Indeed. And it looks kind of interesting of what the CTs are doing here because they force bot and I believe they're boosting 6 CS over into as the Germans call it Mule or dumpster area. Trying to take the fact that it's double peaked, but Puffing takes a frag onto Archer Ace to get the refrag on mid. And the T's have taken control of mid. Now let's see what they can do with it.
Puffing's still going to be up there with that Deagle, just watching for anything. That being said, Savage Art is pushing towards that B site, just trying to... I mean, it looks like they're establishing control all over the map. Puffing showing full control indeed with that Deagle. Savage finding 1 as well before being dropped by MFX.
But Sophie sneaked into CT, surprisingly, and ends up getting the frag. They end up losing the frag, and now it's just Puffing alone with the Deagle. 1
bomb.
I think your mic just disconnected or something there.
What?
I'm not sure if everyone can hear that, but it sounds like Rod is having some disconnection problems. I'm not sure if that's just me, but... Anyway, that will be a small break in the casting, but by the way, a nice 4K from MFX, and the bomb will be defused quite easily at some point. So yeah, that was an interesting round, of course. It's the force buy Ends up not working out for Hugh Ass. But they end up defusing it and it ends up becoming 10-7. Overall, great individual play from FFX. Sorry about that if you could hear the motorbike outside. That's just living in a suburb ends up causing that thing sometimes. You back? Okay, well I'm guessing I'm going to be doing a single cast until Broad can come back because it seems like his mic or his package loss or something didn't work out. But it looks like Hugh Ass are going to have to work on an eco here, only with pistols, not puffing once again with the deagle on mid, trying to get the frag on XTC. And we're playing 2 mid this time. Pushes out really confidently, but Archer's waiting for him in C-Connect. Let's see if he wins this battle. But even so, without that happening, Savage kills Eden on a site, and it looks like they're going to try and push. XTC's there and ready. Picks up 2, King into Savage, and it looks like the CTs are pushing back through as they rotate. But Puffing is flanked from Highway, gets 2, is not able to flick around it, now it's just 6CS on his own, trying to run back to the B side. Let's see if the CTs can compose herself to make sure that they can realize that it's not A site and it's actually going to be B site. Because 6CS is moving through the mid, does have a weapon, does have a flash, but once these vents are popped, surely the rotate will come into play. Yes, it will. But 6CS doesn't realize that there's no one on B site. He's being really careful with his play. And he does have time to do this, but it does mean that he's going to have a disadvantage trying to push on the site, as Quicker and MFX will be ready for his plant. No, 6CS. Sick is working into the CT spawn. Let's see if he checks heaven. Has a fight with FX, but I'm assuming the aim punch from the lack of body armor on Sick made that a bit more difficult to fight, and FMX came out on top.
Hopefully I'm back now. I'm not entirely sure if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, I think I was having some mic issues there. Hopefully going to be sorted out now.
Yeah.
We will be going into another gun round here. Quick, maybe misjudging it slightly. Going to be still on that, well, going to be on that MP7 rifles, and actually an AWP Puffing brought up from the T side. We've seen how effective that AWP can be in the last game, but it won't be this round. XTC taking him down very quickly to start the round off.
Savage gets a refrag on Archer Ace almost immediately. But Quicker actually uses the MP7 to get a frag and he steals an AK, so the buy of that weapon was actually quite beneficial for him as he retreats back to the B site.
It's going to be a, well, I was about to say it's going to be a 4v3, but it'll be a 3v3 now as Savage picks up a kill, dropping shortly after, got 2 in the round. His team still have a lot to do, and that's going to be even more for 6CS now as Sophie drops to XTC as well.
He's the last one alive yet again, and let's see if he can make anything of it this time. It's now against 3, and it could be quite a difficult battle for him, but if he can sneak past this player pushing Eden, he might be able to plant on the A very safely.
Not going to know Eden's there though, and will push the corner without any idea. Dying as a result. That's going to take the round deficit to 1. United Belgians catching up fast. 4 rounds in a row, 1 so far. Interesting to see if they can do more than that, and it doesn't look like they should be stopping in this round, as I feel Hughes will be saving just for 1.
Well, we have seen some miracles from this team, especially on their T sides in these kind of rounds, but this kind of problem could be detrimented to the lag players are experiencing, as talking about in the chat. 6CS is sometimes reaching up to 90 ping, but that's unimportant right now. Savage and King are working their way through A main, trying to get a pick with the Deagle and Tech 9 as Sophie pushes mid and immediately gets fragged by XTC.
Awful to see this happening to the T's here. I mean, they're just getting locked out of sights again and again, and this being an eco round, it's more expected, but it's happening in the game at large, and you can just see it now. 6CS finding 1, but that's going to be the only one in this round so far. Once again, he will be the last left alive.
Archer's playing for time and gets a nice no-scope on 6CS to end off the round. Overall, only 1 player died from that fight on this TG side, which does bolster their economy even more, but we'll have to see what Hugh Ass can do in this round now that they've full buyed, now that they have the chance to make something great out of this round.
Indeed, we're actually going to see Savage stepping back in with the AWP, Puffing, relinquishing it after the disaster last time he had one. Going to instead be pushing the B site quick, stopping at the smoke, not wanting to give away anything too easily at this point.
Puffing, King taking down quicker, but MF of X taking down Puffing, and King gets another frag on MF of X, opening up the B site, except for Archer Ace in heaven. But looks like King was trying to push into CT, but decided against it. He's going to get flashed out by Archer Ace, and this is a standoff. This is a stalemate. But the King spots Archer Ace and gets the frag. Great round from him.
I mean, honestly, King didn't need to push out any further than that. He'd got to, found the site empty, or made the site empty, and secured it for his team. Now with 3 left, they are looking to take this round as Savage drops Eden. It's just XTC left. Potentially just going to save this or for the next round to try and give his team a slight advantage. Might all change though as he does pick up King.
Nah, he's playing a very passive role. Maybe he doesn't feel comfortable with the off in this kind of scenario, so he's just going to sit and hopefully he's waiting to get an extra frag. But looks like CS and Savage are going to back out some other way.
They should both know where he is. I think Savage actually getting boosted up to try and find a frag in case he was in that mid area, but finding the vent so close, they will give themselves away to XTC, I think.
No, XTC is holding such a tight angle that they probably won't walk into him at this position, but we're going to have yet another pause as Archer Ace just doesn't know when to stop downloading great things and has another 800 ping session.
I don't know what's going on with his internet, but I think he needs to get it sorted out.
Yeah. He's being DDoSed. They don't know, everyone in Twitch doesn't want to see his amazing talent come through.
I thought we were going to go somewhere else with that, but doesn't seem like we're going to see really not... Actually, no, we're going to see a fair amount of money on the CT side. Obviously, that AWP getting dropped is going to allow for the rest of them to buy up at least a little bit. Getting a FAMAS out on Eden, not necessarily favoured, but not awful either. The T's looking to have some problems with money themselves, actually. Puffing all the way down to 0 after buying up for this round. I think it's King on 500. The rest all hovering around that 3,000 mark, so...
Yeah, it seems especially in this match that Puffing's met the counter to the way he plays. Like, 17-17 isn't a bad score, but it isn't a great score compared to what, the 56-12 or whatever they were.
56-25, I think it was.
Yeah, in the first match. So obviously something's changed here.
Anyway, Archer's gonna hop back in, and we will be starting off again.
MFX ends up getting the frag on Savager towards B, and King might be trying to get the refrag. Let's see if he walks into the scope. I think MFX spotted him, but he's not going to take the peek.
Quick's going to be pushing just a bit further into B halls, looking to establish that presence and stop things getting close to the site. The bomb not looking to do so though, as it will be picked up there by, I think, King, and he's just going to be playing around that mid area, not trying to give anything away. Same can't be said for Puffing, who will get dropped by Archer Ace, putting it down to a 3 versus 5 for Hugh Ass.
Sophie does get the frag on Eden on the refrag, but will you notice XTC, who's taken the frag on Sig on platform, and Archer Ace, who gets it taken down by King. King takes both of them down, opens up the site, great play by him, but he is now on 2 HP in a 2v2.
See, we've seen this happen a lot this half. I think it's King is doing a lot in the way of entry frags, and he'll continue doing so. 2 HP left though, it's not looking great for them. Sophie's going to have to come up here and manage something.
Yeah, and especially as the CT's push in, they know Sophie's here, now she's down to 13 HP. They're going to start surrounding her, but they need to defuse that bomb quick. And she ends up being taken down.
I think Sophie playing maybe just like slightly too wide an angle there on quad. Going to get found from the A main player a little bit before she can actually step in and do anything to help her teammate out.
It looked like she was stuck in quad, she had nowhere to go, low HP, it just seemed a bit like of an uncomfortable position due to, you know, not wanting to die, being a bit nervous, wanting to make sure that they can hold the round, but it ends up not benefiting in that position and they lose a round.
Indeed, Hugh Ass losing that round, going to see them back on an eco. More of a quasi buy actually, as we do see upgraded pistols come out from all of them and armor on a couple. And you're just going to see them push straight out onto the B site. Sophie not even looking at Eden as she turns the corner. Eden thankful of that as he did have a grenade in his hand at the time. But that's going to be it. Everything's going to slow right down after that frag is made. And
it looks like they're going to make some sort of play towards B or mid as they're taking the bomb. Puffing and King are moving up mid. But if Archer gets a frag on King and is trying to kill Puffing,
Yeah, I was going to say, interesting play coming out from the T's here, sort of entering the sites individually, one by one, not capitalizing, well, not really managing to do anything, just losing lives left, right, and center, not pulling any rotates, not getting any frags, just throwing this round away, it would seem, and that's sort of sad to see, as United Belgians have now managed to equalize the score once again. It's going to be 11-11, and they might pull ahead in the lead for what I think will be the first time this match.
Well, yeah, it might be a bit of a problem with the fact that the withdrawal of Huffing is really great, but as we see once again, full flash takes out quick with the deagle. Might cause the rotate to occur as Puffing pushes into checkers.
4 still to go though, and that rotate would be problematic as the bomb is with them. It does look like the rotate's going to happen. All 4 CTs converging on the site. MFX and Eden going to be the 2 lucky ones to get the frags this time.
Yeah, and it looks like the money on Hugh still isn't perfect, but it looks like they're going to force up anyway.
Actually, I stand corrected. United Belgians have been in the lead once before in this match, and that was on pistol round first half.
Yeah.
Anyway, United Belgians taking the lead now, 12-11, and looking to go up against a very, very split buy from Hugh Quick, opening it up quickly with the AWP, taking out Puffing.
But will he be able to spot King here with the bomb? I think he saw him, but he didn't take the shot. That would have been opportune to take the bomb out of his hands, but he peeks when they're not expecting it and doesn't get the frag, misses once again, and is now on 3 HP. This is a bit of a problem.
Quick looking to throw his life away, continuing to go for those aggressive peeks, but he will find Sophie. Can't quite finish off Sick though.
And as King now has the op, they might be able to make a play out of this, although Quick did do some good work. Archer is now being boxed in CT, and XTC, they're all set up, getting ready for King to try and make a play here. But it looks like they're trying to open up the A site. Savage on his own, and there's no CTs there, so he just wants to clear it so that they can rotate back. And Sick gets the frag on Eden in mid, so that allows the T's to try and rotate back to the A side.
Has this been communicated to King though, as he is going to keep on pushing with that bomb and an AWP, putting himself in a very tough position now, potentially not able to fall back even if he wants to.
Well, it's already been lost as the flanker was dead, but it looks like it's going to become a 2v2. MFX gets 6CS, King gets it back with MFX, and King is going to have to plant the bomb. He doesn't realize the XCC's pushed straight through the smoke, and he gets fragged, and that's another round for United Belgians.
United Belgians looking to extend their lead even more, and actually putting Hugh into a very, very bad situation economically. Really not going to have much to work with this round at all. CT's building their economy steadily.
XDC is really doing work on that CT side. He's gone 12-3 on the CT side, and is overall going 22-14. So he's really helping out the economy, having quite a lot of money, dropping weapons for people. So overall, good team play.
Indeed, he is absolutely great play coming out from XTC. And we're going to see Hughes coming for another force up here. Quasi buy maybe. Going to be going for those pistol armor buys. A few nades coming out. And it does look like it's going to be a quick play towards that A site. Smoking on the Molotov and just going to push straight through that smoke is, I think, Sophie and King. Going to push onto the site. Eden picking both up before Savage can stop him. Sit going to push out. Not actually able to pick anything as Savage has done all the work.
Yep, and now it's a retake of Highway. Puffing pushes out, he's full flash. MFFX is unable to kill Puffing, but Quicker gets Puffing in the end. And the last 2 players for the T side are both stuck at Upsilon. Both of them are lit. And MFFX is able to pick up 6 CS on his own now, 35 HP. If he can just get the frag on the lower health player. They didn't expect them both to be here. MFFX is just holding it though, and Sick realizes it, gets a frag, and that is a great round for him to clutch it out.
Us trying to get back into contention here. Looking to pick up some rounds of their own, even after that win. Not going to be looking great economically. Going to manage to get a buy-in, but still quite close on money for a lot of them. The CTs though, I thought they had more money than this. They're going to be forced down onto pistols, no armor on 4 of them.
Yeah, this could spur on a comeback from Hugh if they win this round quite easily without any losses. But Savage is hearing the boost over and legs MFX and ends up taking him down. So there's another play boosted over though for the CT side. Ends up picking up Sophie as King kills XTC on the B site and takes control.
And I think the T is just not necessarily expecting that quick push there. Eden managing to find one as well. That's 2 players down, and it is a 3v3. One gun, unfortunately, not there for them to find. Savage going to push out with that AWP, trying to get something done. Unfortunately for him, can't.
And the 2 players from CT side are kind of getting ready for the push onto A. Archer is pushing all the way up to yellow, trying to get a flank on as Eden's sitting high. Archer picks up Savage, and now it's just 6 CS, 1 on 2, but both players don't have great weapons. Shoots in the head, and can't get the flick, and that's a great eco from United Belgians.
Indeed it is. Both teams just playing out of their minds to try and get this match back into their favour. I think 2 eco wins in a row, one after the other.
Yeah, and that's gonna really screw with US's economy once again. They're having to do as you said before, an Eastern European buy, some pistols, some AKs, because they can't really afford to lose this round. They can't go to match point.
No, they can't. It's a horrible situation to be in. They would have to win 3 T rounds in a row. That might still be the case though, as Quick does pick up King very, very early in the round. XTC also going to be holding mid with Archer Ace. I think getting flashed a little bit, but still maintaining control. Puffing going to come out onto that A site, finding Eden and an AK with it. Bomb's not there though. It's taken a while to rotate in. If Puffing can't hold, they're going to be in trouble, but he can. XTC does go down.
Yeah, and this is great because the person on highway, Archer, rotated off the A side, leaving only one player that Puffing took down, and that was the A side open for them. So it was a great play once again from Puffing, and it seems like a lot of the plays that the T's are making are based off of Puffing or Six opening frags to catalyze a great round.
Indeed, Sophie still playing with that Tech 9, manages to get another kill. Looking, I think, for, Savage looking for one on MFX. Sophie trying to hide a little bit. 6ES going to finish it off. Archer managing to pick up one before that can happen. The gun, I think, is going to get recovered, though, by Sophie, making sure they don't lose out too much.
Yeah, and once again, it's just that bound looked almost definite to be there. The CTs, they were great positions. They already had mid open, but the T's had been pushed out into mid, but they just couldn't make anything of it. They ended up losing the round.
I mean, broken buys on broken buys on broken buys, and we're going to see it again here. United Belgians working with very, very little, and King knows they're going to be pushing. He's figured it out. He's going to find 2 quickly, 3 with 1 clip, and he knows where the other 2 are. He's going to be looking for them. His team are also. Quick manages to make something of it though. Going back for more, can't quite finish it. Him and XTC picking up 1 apiece. Not going to be enough though. The score is now going to go to 14 all.
Yeah, but this time the United Belgians do have a little bit more money to spend on the last hope to try and make sure they can win out this game without an overtime. But some of them are having to buy up. MFX is having to buy a Mag 7, a P90 on Archer Ace. So let's see what they can do in this round.
It's not looking great for them, especially as Puffing comes out with an instant headshot. XTC trying to respond, but not looking great at it, and Puffing will find his second. The rest of the CTs not knowing what's going on, and MFX going down as well. Eden trying to consolidate a little bit, finding 1 frag for himself. Quick, well, attempting to do the same, but 6ES going to be too quick for him. Eden really needs to make this work now, and he'll find 1. 3 more to go to get that ace and keep them off match point.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like he's going to go for it. That's the thing here. It looks like he's slowly working out mid, trying to save whatever weapon he can find, if he can find the AWP that was in the last round. But this is troubling for them because they're going to be even lower on money as they bought this round as well. So this is going to be a very difficult round for United Belgians, and Hugh might be able to pull it out of the bag right at the end of the game, and it looked like all hope was lost.
Indeed, they might. Getting very close now. Gonna come down to 30 rounds total. Eden really trying to hold on to that gun now. Finds Savager, but does give his position away. Both teams looking like they're gonna push for it. They know the economy is weak on United Belgians, and if they could just find him, it would be a huge help. And they will. King takes him out. United Belgians economy looking awful at this point.
Yep, and it's all for US to lose here. It's like some people say about TSM in some tournaments. As long as US don't choke, they can win this round with ease, as United Belgians are on a pathetic buy with scouts, deagles, and nades.
Really not looking great for them here, and you'd expect to see something more ballsy coming out, but instead we're going to see slightly more default setup. 1 player in mid, 2 on A, and 2 holding B.
I think they're just trying to to make sure the T's run into them, because a lot of them have got deagles, which are very kind of like one shot.
Savage are actually getting mollied out of position, sorry, by his teammate.
True, but Archer Ace, I don't keep. He doesn't realize that Sophie's in A main with him, and he take out the 2 players on A side. But XTC ends up killing Sophie, but it looks very bad for the United Belgians right now.
I mean, especially if King can get this kill quick, looking like he might make something of it, dropping King very low, but not able to finish the job. It is, however, going to be slightly better for United Belgium here. MFX will find an AK to work with on the retake. Sick going to be spamming at him now.
Yeah, and they'll have a lot of time to work with this. They both have kits, molotovs, and smoke, so they could set up a proper play for this. But it looks like they're just really waiting for someone to walk into them. Someone has to make a mistake first, and we'll have to see who that is. That might just decide the game.
They do. King low, Sick getting a bit aggressive there. Gonna lose his life as well. Savager needs to find this kill now. And he's going to keep going for the Tech 9 in hand, and he'll make it. That is going to be 16-14 to Hugh Ass, our champions tonight.
Yeah, that's very impressive. I almost thought the CTs had it in that position. As they killed 2, it was just Savage alone, but he managed to pick up both frags, and that was the end of the game. Great play by him, man.
Yeah, I mean, Puffing not doing as much as we might have expected that game. Lagging behind a little bit. Savager actually getting more frags than him in total.
Yeah, maybe this was his cooldown game. You know, if you're going to go insane, you've got to have a few games where you're kind of average. And even so, he was second top on the leaderboard. So still, kudos to him to be able to keep up the form, even if he's not playing to his best. And making sure he doesn't get downtrodden by, you know, being killed more, having not such an explosive game, etc.
Yeah, no, he's still doing a hell of a lot of work for his team, obviously. But I don't know, I was hoping to see another 56 one. Maybe see if he could extend that to 60.
Yeah. Sadly, there's no chance for that. I think it was cut short, as some would say. But it was a great match.
Anyway, very good, very good game from both teams there. Unfortunately for United Belgians, they will not be victorious tonight.
Yep, and it's luckily enough for the Hugh Ass. They do end up winning the Face It Point prize and taking the tournament, which even though near the end in that T round it looked a bit shaky as United Belgians were bringing it back, they did end up winning, and that was what really mattered.
And producer Tom is back in the room. That was a really fantastic game and so close as well. I was kind of hoping it would go into overtime.
Yeah. I think we all were. That was very edgy seats there.
Saying they were edgy.
Oh yeah, very edgy. No, it just could have gone. It could have gone either way. At many points throughout that game. Both teams playing out of their minds.
Definitely, and there we go again, saying again. So yeah, if you want to sort of say you want it, go put it on your profile. Hashtag JGL, or what is it? You want it on the 16th. I don't generally remember what people put on their profile to say they want it, but there you go.
I think the one I won, I just put the date. The date was the only thing I put.
Yeah, really well played from both sides there. Some ridiculous back kills as well. And we have done some giveaways throughout chat as well. I hope you've all enjoyed them. And just remember, if you won them during the last one, the people who won 3 of the prizes, make sure to give a shout to Tarithia in chat with your trade link, and he'll send them over to you. Apart from that, this has actually been Casp's first tournament, and he's actually done 3 games in a row, and he's absolutely smashed them. So probably look at bringing him on board completely and permanently, actually, for future tournaments.
It's good to hear, especially from my position.
Yeah, no, very positive from my side. From what I've seen, it's been positive as well. And Rod, just from your side, how do you feel the casting went from yourself and him?
Oh, well, for myself, I think that I've been not quite all there today. Maybe a consequence of last night's matches. I'm still a bit shattered from that. But Casp, yeah, he's been doing an absolutely brilliant job. First tournament casting for us, and I'd definitely like to see him back in soon.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, and we'll be discussing that in future. And from the JGL crew, we will actually be stepping out here. But thank you very much, and make sure to check out the blog Sunday night on Monday night, and also to join in next week for the pre-made on the 22nd and the mixed on the 23rd. and we will be back. Thank you very much for watching, guys.
Thank you.